My name's Andrew Fairley. Today I'm going to be making some potato and kale patties using Albert Bartlett's rooster potatoes, some curly kale, and we're going to make some little potato cakes. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to peel the potatoes. We're going to cut them into even-sized pieces, and then we're going to boil them in some salted water. Okay, so that's our potatoes. They've been boiled. I've just put them back in the pan just to dry them out a little bit. So what I have here, curly kale, basically it's part of the cabbage family. It's a brilliant autumn and winter vegetable. So all I've done again is I boiled the kale in a little bit salted water. It takes about 7 or 8 minutes to cook. So all I'm going to do with this is I'm going to chop it very roughly. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to mash these potatoes. So the potatoes at this moment are nice and dry. So I have some whole nutmegs here. Much better, much more fragrant than the ground nutmeg. That's probably enough nutmeg. And then I'm going to add 1 egg yolk to that. Okay, so into the potato and egg yolks, I'm then going to add the chopped kale. And then I'm just going to mix that together. So at this point we still want the potato to be nice and dry. So I say this is a brilliant autumn or winter supper dish, or it goes equally great with roasted meats, or even as a kind of supper snack on its own. Okay, so I've got some plain flour here. I'm going to tip the potato onto the work surface. And I'm just going to knead that very gently and then roll it into a kind of thick sausage shape. So I'm just going to cut these into probably 1 inch to 1.5 inch size cakes. And then what we're going to do is we're just going to shape these so they're nice and straight, just with the back of the knife. So the good thing about these is that they can be made in advance. They're actually better if they're left in the fridge for about an hour just to set, so they're nice and cold. They hold up better once we fry them. So all I'm going to do is just roll them in a little bit of fresh flour. It just helps to crispen the cakes. So I'm just going to add a little bit of vegetable oil to the pan. Pan nice and hot. Then I'm just going to take the cakes and then put them into the hot oil. Okay, so I'm just going to cook the potato cakes in a little bit of the vegetable oil, just till you see the edge of the potato cake going golden brown and just a little bit crispy. So you can see the potato cakes are just starting to turn a little bit golden brown on the edges. So now I'm just going to flip them over and then cook them on the other side. Okay, so that's all the cakes been turned over. I'm just going to check to see that they're nice and golden brown underneath. So I'm just going to put them onto a serving plate. And for an added bit of luxury, I'm just going to put a little bit of butter on top of each one. I'm just going to put these in under the grill just for 30 seconds, just so the butter melts into the potato. So there we have Albert Bartlett rooster potato cakes with kale.